Hey, what's up guys? This is Johan, and on this video I'll be doing something just a little bit different today. You can see the reef behind me, but it's not about reef today. We'll be showing you guys how I grow pineapples. It may not be the best way, but it's the way I found that actually works. I haven't done a gardening video in a little bit, and I thought might as well do one right now since I have some pineapple there getting ready. So let's get into the video, and I hope you guys like it. Alright guys, so we're outside and I have my pineapple already cut it up and checked the inside out already. So that is in the fridge. I'm gonna be eating that later on today. I've already sampled a little bit of it. So that so once you have your inside that's kind of just cleaned out of all the nice flesh that you like to eat, you could either do two things with this. You could chop this up and put it in like boil it and get the rest of the juice out of it, or you could do what I'm gonna do with it. So what I'm about to do is basically chop it up, put it in the dirt, and keep it as like more compost and manure, so it's gonna feed the pineapple plant. But you actually need to grow pineapple just the top part only. So these are the top roots, and the top leaves, and you can see once I peel this white film that it has on here back, you can see it's still green and still alive. So it looks like it's dying, but it's not. And then the roots are going to be right here. So I'm going to go ahead and peel that back off camera and see if there are any roots that are already coming out. And that way I can show you guys what they look like. Alright guys, so I went ahead and peeled off just some of the bottom portions of the pineapple with the excess dead leaves that were down here, and that is just protection. You don't really have to peel these off. The pineapple is going to grow any way it wants to. But let me get closer here. Alright, so now that we're up close, you could kind of see right there 1, 2, 3, and then you can see a little top of one right there. Those are the roots, and that's what's going to start the pineapple to grow. This pineapple is a little bit dry though, so the roots aren't all the way growing out as they usually do. Because usually when I get a pineapple from the store and I cut this off, you could see sometimes the roots are growing down into the actual fruit itself, this right here. But this one's a little dry, so the top, maybe it's a little just older, or it's was still young when they got it off of the actual pineapple plant. But so that's just that's simple. So this pineapple should be okay. The leaves are kind of dying, so I need to go ahead and start putting in the water, and at least put in the ground and make sure the ground is well soaked so that it can start growing. So I'm going to take you downstairs and show you some that I've already grown, and then we'll get back into planting this one. Alright guys, so here is one of the pineapple plants that actually took off really well. This one from about week 2 of me putting it down in the dirt, it went ahead and just shot up, and you can see it's growing and it looks really healthy. So I just water these once a day, and the pineapple basically grows the same way the top is. It basically comes out like this, and then it gets really big, almost like a aloe vera plant. How big it gets about that big, so you can see my hands, and it points out, and it's kind of like a prickle bush. And then in the center, once the plant is ready to bear, it comes straight up from the center, straight up, it just shoots out, and then you get your pineapple. So I'll make sure I put a picture of what that looks like. So that one has done really well. It shot up, like I say, the first week. Then I have another one right here, and you can see, so this is the original head where it started, and you can see the leaves are falling off and that died. But on the side it shot off a little baby head, so this is going to be the main head where the pineapple actually grows. And then I got another one here, and it's doing this pretty much the same. Well, this one actually this head is growing, and then the other side of the head is growing as well. So it's doing really well, starting to come out along. It's not growing as fast as the other one, and then I need to start weeding my beds actually. So yeah, so this one has 2 heads growing, and then I have one more on another bed. So the other one is still a small one. It's a little bit across the ways here. So here it is. This one, it took a long while to shoot up, but it's producing 1, 2, 3 heads, and then the main middle head. This is where it started. This is starting to die off. So I usually just leave these alone. I could come in here and root it up, but this head that's dying may turn into a 4th head. So I could get from this, I could probably get like 4 plants from this one. I'm just gonna leave it go because it's still young. It's maybe about 3 months old. So you see, 3 heads. So it doesn't always come off with 1, but sometimes you get 3 heads. So 1, 2, and then a 3rd head right there. So let's get back to the other one, the one that we're working on right now. Alright guys, so we're out here in the greenhouse. I'm just going to give you a couple things I'm going to be using for this. Instead of putting it out in the dirt like the other ones, just a disclaimer, I live in Georgia, so the temperature kind of drops, and the pineapples are a tropical plant. So if you are in Florida, you could go ahead and put it right out in the dirt like I have the ones out here. But for this one, it is September and it's about to begin fall with something, but the temperature is starting to drop. Sorry, a little breathless. Came from a run. So I came from a run, so that's why I sound a little breathless. But I'm gonna be putting it in a bucket so I can take it inside during the winter, and then I could put some grow lights on it and keep it alive during the winter. So I have my bucket, then I have the actual plant. I also have some dirt, or well, compost. There's some compost manure because the dirt in Georgia is clay, and if any of you guys live in Georgia or have lived in anywhere that has clay, growing stuff in clay, it's kind of hard. So I got the compost. I also got some black bull manure. You can use whatever manure you want to use. That's just what I picked up from the my local hardware store, and then I got some peat moss as well. You don't need to use this, but I just supplemented that so that the soil is not all compact like clay is, extremely compact and really tight, because the clay particles are really small, so it's more tight. It makes it like more of a mud when you put it together. So this keeps the soil a little bit more aerated, a little bit more loose, just like pineapples like to grow in the tropics. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I have everything mixed in. I got the peat moss, I got the compost, and then the black bull the manure. So I got that all in there mixed up together. So the soil is nice, light, and crumbly. So it's nice, well aerated. And then if I wanted, I could put a little bit more clear in here, some clay soil in here from outside to keep it all nice and compact. That way it's not too loose, and that way the water then doesn't just go straight through it. So I'm gonna get some more clay, put it in here, and I'm also going to get the other part of the pineapple and grind it up and put it in here so it gets extra compost. There's still a lot of meat on here. I didn't get down to the bottom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so we got pretty much everything set to go. So I got the manure and all the soil in there. I got the old pineapple shell in there, or the pineapple husk, however you want to call it. Now I'm just digging a little hole in the center so I could put the head of the pineapple so it could start growing. And I just want to keep it about just under about 4 inches deep, and that's just to cover the bottom part right here, because these are the roots. If you put it too shallow, it may stay above and the roots don't kind of penetrate. But if you put it about here, about 3 inches in, then it's gonna take root just fine and it's gonna hold into the soil. So about right there should be fine, and then I just pack this all around it. So I got the pineapple right here outside and next to the other pineapple, and this is like the ideal growing area. I just tried a few different areas in my backyard, on my garden area, just to see what will grow and what won't grow. So a couple things to take note of when you put when you plant in pineapples. It doesn't really too much matter the soil, but you want to make sure the soil is at least a little bit drained. If it's like clay soil that you're going to use, you don't want to water as often, because that could cause root rot, because clay kind of makes like a mud, and the drainage isn't all that good. So you can put some perlite in there, or like I did, some peat moss, or you could even use some grass for mulch and mix it into the clay. That way the soil isn't all that yucky and tough to get water through. Next important thing for pineapples, it's the temperature. They like heat, and I got little flies coming up now because I got the money over there. But heat, pineapples like the heat, but they don't like to be in direct sunlight 12 hours a day. You want to get a nice shady area. So right here is a nice shady area, and you could kind of see the sunlight beaming through there and there. So in the early mornings, from about 8 to about, let's say, 1 o'clock, it gets direct sunlight from behind me. But then once in the afternoon, the sun comes over, and you can see I got a bunch of trees right here, and the sun is right there right now. Let me dim that so you can see the sun right there. So in the afternoon time, it's not really getting like high heat or whatever. It's still kind of hot outside right now. It's like 80 some degrees outside right now, so it likes the heat, but it doesn't like direct sunlight 12 hours a day. So anyway, from like 4 to 5 hours of direct sunlight, and then after that, just make sure to get some shade, and then you should have a good pineapple plant. I think it takes them about 9 months to 12 months to actually start developing really quickly, and then after that 12 months, then you're gonna see the center stalk start coming up, and the little tiny pineapple gonna start forming. It's gonna start green, then it's gonna turn orange, and then it's gonna turn the nice yellowish greenish color that we like to see. Yeah, so that pretty much does it for pineapples. If you guys want to see like my other part of my garden right here, this is what I'm growing right now. Let's see, let me take this up. So got a pineapple here. I need to get one of the things because it's creeping all over the ground. I need to get one of the things so it grows up, and it's just taking over the entire bed. This is the raised bed that I made a few videos ago. I'll put a video link up top on the right, or it's here. I'll put a video link so you guys can see that, and I'll put it in the description as well. So I got tomatoes here, and then I got some bell peppers, and I got a pepper right here. So this one's ready to go. I need to take it off the plant. This is my wife's one, so I'll wait till she gets home so she takes it off, because I don't want to. I like to let her do her own little thing with her plants. So I like to let her harvest her own stuff. So bell pepper right there. I got some baby lettuce coming on, romaine lettuce. So I got one there, and then one there, and then this thing is just everywhere. This is an avocado plant right here, and then I got some jalapeno peppers, and my wife needs to get this one, so this one's ready to go. And then right there, this is all ginger, and we got that from one little piece of ginger, and before it was dead because it died because the top part of it died during the winter, and then she dug it up, and then it smelled like the roots still look really good. So we broke it off and put different pieces. So we got this tall ginger plant right here. So next to my hands are pretty big and they're huge. Then I got some grapes over there, and can't remember what that is. I think that's grape. That hasn't taken off yet, and that's something else that took off. But yeah, next thing I have growing is grass. So I got some grass in this little thing right here, but I need to clean this out, weed it out. But here, this tall thing, it's almost, yeah, it's tall on me. It's about the tallest leaf, about 6 or so. This is a cane plant. I've been growing this for almost 2 years now. Well, no, 3 years. And I keep forgetting it outside sometimes in winter, so it dies off. And cool thing about cane, when after it dies, if it gets a cold snap or whatever, it shoots back off the side. So you could see the 3 times I tried growing it. So here's one right there. So there's one right there, and then the second time, and then this is the third time. This is the tallest it's been. So this time, winter time, I'm gonna put it in really early so it doesn't die, and that way I could have some cane bush. So cane is simple. The sugar cane you guys get, you just chop it up, and then in the little segments it comes like bamboo, and then put in the dirt, and then it grows. So if I get some sugar cane, I'll show you guys how I grow sugar cane. So yeah guys, that is my little garden area. Still got a lot of work to do, backyard, and then I got a few beds here and there, and this is just so that the deer that comes through the garden didn't come and eat my stuff, and I still gotta put the top on that. So yeah guys, that pretty much does it for the garden part. If you guys like the video, hold on. Alright guys, sorry about that. I am being chewed up by mosquitoes. I need to get something for these mosquitoes out here. Jeez. But that was a quick little view of my garden and how to grow pineapples. So let me know if you guys, what you guys think about this video. And if you like it, go and hit the like button down below. And if you guys grow pineapples and stuff, comment down below. Let me know if you guys have a different way of doing it. But yeah guys, so that is my other little side hobby I do besides coral. I like messing with my garden. But if you guys have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notification bar so you guys can see when I upload more videos. And hopefully I could get one out this Sunday and not miss out like I usually do. But anyways guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.